Thank you for joining us today for this important announcement for all RMT members and leaders. The International Board of Directors is so grateful for the work, time, and love you pour into your region and our organization. You are the spokes on the wheel that provide information, stability, and care for individual choruses and members. We could not function without you. We annually review your State of the Region reports and consistently applaud your successes and achievements. We also note similar challenges that appear each year across the regions. After considerable review consisting of a year and a half of intensive research by 2 task forces, which included surveys and interviews with past and present RMT members, the International Board of Directors carefully considered the successes, concerns, and ongoing challenges seen across the leadership of Sweet Adelines International from the regional levels up to the international level. In the past 3 years, the International Board of Directors faced similar challenges, which led to a review and revision in the structure of our governance, spanning from headquarters into the board itself. We sought out ongoing counsel from nonprofit governance specialists and made changes and improvements that were recommended, proven and supported by research and history in like organizations. After operating in this new structure for 3 years now, we have seen the many benefits to the growth of the organization and the effectiveness of the board. It is with this history of research, information, and actual proven success that we come to you today with a recommendation concerning regional governance. While we expect questions and concerns, we believe that the advantages to you and your region will far outweigh the challenges that any change might bring. Today, Paula Davis, your International President-elect, will be presenting this regional governance proposal. There is no one more passionate about leadership development than Paula. Having served as an RMT member in various regions for 9 years, as well as serving as Regional Leadership Committee Chair for 3 years, she is acutely aware of the joy and challenge of serving on a regional management team. Paula has been involved in the research and development of this proposal from its inception and will be available to all of you on an open conference call for questions this Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you once again for all you do for Sweet Adelines International. For 70 years, Sweet Adelines International has been successful in sharing its harmony, partly because we are willing to change, adapt, and grow as we develop better skills and share them with each other. Our hope is to make regional governance an even more effective and exciting place to grow, inspire, and lead. Here's Paula to tell you more.
Hello to many of my favorite people. While I may not know every one of you individually, because of your willingness to serve your region and our members, you are on my favorites list. Thank you for the opportunity to talk with you today and to share a proposal that we believe is exciting, intriguing, and addresses concerns and challenges that you've shared with us over the years. What are those concerns that we've been talking about? Each year, RMTs complete a State of the Region report, as you know, and they provide the International Board an overview of your successes and challenges throughout the year. After seeing the same difficulties present themselves in many regions year after year, the International Board has set up 2 task forces. The first conducted online and personal interview surveys with many current and former RMT members. Many of you participated in these surveys and shared your joys and difficulties with honesty and clarity. The results of these surveys were sent to the International Board of Directors for review and further direction. With all of this information, a second task force was put into action researching best business models for both nonprofit and for-profit entities, as well as researching the path of business that had embraced the team concept during the 1990s. This task force provided information and several options to the International Board to consider. Today, you are hearing the results of the surveys, research, and intensive review done by the task forces and the International Board of Directors. You have received a letter summarizing the results of the surveys and interviews, so we'll just briefly review the commonalities found across the regions. Number one, a stronger connection between regional governance and international governance is required. Number two, the importance of the role of the regional governance needs to be reinforced and communicated. Number three, strong communication and delegation skills and processes are essential to effective governance. Number four, the current regional management team structure includes too many members on the team. Number five, team effectiveness would be strengthened by having a recognized leader. Number six, more clarity is required for roles and responsibilities. And number seven, the development of future leaders is an area that requires intentional focus. While not every region has every one of these challenges, each region has some of them. If not now, they certainly have experienced them at one time or another. In looking back at all of the State of the Region reports from the inception of team management, we have found that these same issues have been listed by a majority of regions every year as a significant concern. After over 15 years of hearing and confronting these challenges, we need to find a resolution that can meet the needs of our regions and our current and future leaders. Today, the International Board of Directors is excited to present a new approach to regional governance that will affect leadership at every level. We have researched successful and effective business governance models of similarly situated organizations and corporations. We have studied the past to determine why team management in all areas of business was adopted and in most scenarios was abandoned for other forms of more effective governance. We have studied nonprofit as well as for-profit organizations. At the international board level, we consulted professional advisors on nonprofit governance to develop, streamline, and rebuild our approach to governance. And now we want to bring that information to you with a proposal to build a like approach to governance across our entire organization and create a leadership development ladder that extends from the regional level up to the international level. On your screen, you will see an organizational chart that gives you a visual picture of how this proposed governance change would look. As you can see, this plan will span from the regional level all the way to the international board. At the top, you see a large area titled International Leadership Specialist. With the development of this committee, we are elevating regional governance and leadership to the level it has long deserved. International leadership development, oversight, and accountability are the pillars on which this proposal is built. This proposal brings those involved as regional directors into a level comparable to our judges and the system of education, development, evaluation, and accountability under which our judges operate. This committee is comprised of an international leadership specialist moderator as well as 3 leadership specialists and is parallel in importance and position to the Judge Specialist Committee. This committee provides evaluation and oversight and a much-needed avenue for highly effective regional leaders to advance to international positions. In short, under this proposal, the International Board would be able to know and identify future international leaders and can pursue those with the skills and attributes needed at the board table. They can also move them into an appointment on an international committee or a task force. The development of this committee and the new leadership positions at the regional level that we will discuss momentarily also address the concerns of needing a stronger connection to the international level and the ability to find regional leaders willing to step into current RMT positions. The connection to international here is obvious, and it will be even clearer as we progress into how all of these levels function together. But how does this help us if we're having trouble finding leaders at all? Reality is that we do have leaders out there, lots of them. Sweet Adeline choruses and quartets are a magnet for strong leaders. However, strong leaders get frustrated when they're not able to lead, and many choose just not to be involved rather than deal with that frustration. Burnout is common among leaders when they do serve because they have little autonomy to do what they think is best. What they want is to make a difference in their region. Team management is just that. It's management, not visionary leadership. Management at its best is when things stay the same. Today, staying the same is not our best option. We need leaders at every level that are ready to take bold steps to envision and build our future. Leadership deals with people and their dynamics. The challenge of leadership is to create change, to support their vision, facilitate growth, and inspire others to become part of their vision. The plan presented today opens the doors for strong leadership candidates to define a vision, create a plan to support that vision, and inspire others to get on board with their vision. If a leader is ineffective in any of these areas, the leadership specialist will be there to evaluate, educate, and advise for greater success. If the vision, plans, and people skills are all working beautifully, the leadership specialist will then be able to provide names, strengths, and opportunity for the International Board to open the door for an even higher level of leadership. These possibilities for real leadership and accountability are what inspires strong leaders to step up and serve at every level. In the second slide, you can see what the regional level of leadership would look like. In every region, there is a regional administrative director, a regional education director, and a regional membership director. These three positions would be appointed by the International Board of Directors, taken from recommendations provided by regional leaders, the International Leadership Specialist, and the Education Direction Committee. These three positions are created and intended to be leaders who are leading other people to help flesh out and carry out their vision. These women will be leading people, not carrying out the tasks. They will appoint their own supporting team that will each have job descriptions and tasks to complete. Each director will be tasked with providing the vision, inspiring and mentoring, and holding her team accountable, and then reporting to the other two directors as to their needs, successes, and challenges. Together, the three directors will create and enable the vision for the region to go forth. Each director will be mentoring and developing future leaders by giving clear direction, providing feedback, and holding individual team members accountable for their assignments, as well as recommending high-achieving team members for other higher leadership positions. Specifics for each of these positions are listed in the attachment that you will receive shortly after this video is aired. If you are one of the RMTs that have dealt with ineffective or ill-equipped team members, that's one of the ongoing concerns that you have mentioned over the years. you can see that the ladder of accountability provided here allows for each director to mentor, correct, support, and ultimately replace a team member if needed. The director is at the top of her leadership team, and the buck stops there. The International Leadership Specialist will be holding each director to that same level of accountability in her job description as well. Our greatest success is always fostered in a supportive, encouraging environment. However, if it is warranted, the director has the authority and responsibility to do what is best and right for her team and her region. If it looks and sounds like this is too big a job for any one person, it is. That's why each director will have a team that she appoints to help accomplish the goals and vision in her area of responsibility. Your region has people who have specific talents and skills needed and who will be willing to manage singular, specific, and directed responsibilities that allow them to succeed in this and other assignments. Directors will be working with people to help both her team members and the region flourish and grow as a result of her vision and her mentoring. This proposal provides a path to make a difference in the lives of her team members and the entire region. This proposal is your opportunity to grow leaders and to lead others to grow with you. You will not be left to swim in this tide of change by yourself. Just as we train our judges, we already have plans in place to train those interested in serving in one of these positions. If our regional management teams vote affirmatively for this proposal, we will be having a training session on Monday of the International Convention Week this October. This will be open to anyone interested in applying for one of these director positions. On that day, we will explore the qualities of effective leadership as well as the specifics of the positions involved. Under this proposal, directors are appointed in early 2017 and will take office May 1st, 2017. A training session for the appointed directors will take place in the summer of 2017. In the meantime, the leadership specialist will be communicating with you and can work with you on any questions or concerns that you might have. Online training will also be provided as well. This Saturday, tomorrow, January 9th, I will be available on a GoToMeeting call from 1 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time to answer your questions or give further explanation as needed. Instructions for participating in this call-in opportunity to explore the proposal will be sent to you by email. As previously scheduled, each region will also have a member of the International Board or the International Regional Governance Task Force visiting your next RMT meeting by Skype or other electronic means to further your understanding and answer your specific questions that you might have. During the next 3 months, there will also be open conference call opportunities each month that you can call in with your new questions. We want to make sure that all of your questions are answered. And then in April, your vote will choose our direction. Your International Board of Directors not only values you, they vigorously support this proposal, and they believe it holds the next key to our successful future. We have improved our singing skills and levels across the organization because of outstanding education provided at the international, regional, and chorus levels. We have done the work to put our house in order at the international level. And now, the next major areas of development are leadership and membership. This proposal outlines a way to develop leadership from the chapter level all the way to the international level, so that strong visionaries are in place to grow and build stronger regions, choruses, and Sweet Adelines International. They will develop and implement new membership strategies to take us forward into our future. John F. Kennedy once said, "There are risks and costs to any program of action, but they are far less than the long-range risks and cost of comfortable inaction." In our 70-year history, Sweet Adelines International has consistently risked our own comfort to take action to provide for our members and ensure our future. We respectfully ask you and your RMT to spend some time with this proposal. Ask questions of the people who really understand it and make your decision. Together, our future awaits. Thank you.